Hi, this is my second podcast on the sanctuary and welcome. I am thinking about, I don't know about you, but getting into my creative process or putting butt in chair, as some people might say, can be challenging. And so I was thinking about coming into my center and how are the ways in which I do that. So I think about there's one of the things that I do. I have a morning practice. And for some folks at work, some people really like a nighttime practice or an evening practice, but for me, it's a morning practice. I'm also an ambivert. And so I, I like my quiet time and my silent time, but I also really, um, need contact and connection with people, and so but I need both, and it's not good if I don't have that quiet time in the morning and that time to reflect and write, and then there's also the time with loved ones or my partner or family or friends, and that's like after a certain time, after I have my cup full from the mystery. And so one of the things I do like between here and here that's been really helpful to me that I wanted to share is something that really helps me to remember where I am and who I am. And especially with so much that's like pulling me off, or trying to pull us off center. And sometimes we'll be like, woo, and we're going over, or I'm going over here, or a thousand different diversions and distractions. And I work really hard not to follow those, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I go off of that diversion, that cliff of diversion. But it always lets me know that I can come back. I can come back to it. And so how do I come back to it is one of the things that I want to reflect or focus on, and not only for myself, but I also wanted to share it. And I mean, I don't want to talk about loving ourselves, but I think loving ourselves um, is one of the keys that's going to help us to open our minds and our hearts and our beings to other people, and to welcome other people into our being. We need to, as writers and as creatives, um, I feel that we need, well, we all need each other, and we need other voices, and we need other ears and other hearts, and so um, I really feel that caring for ourselves and caring for our gifts is one of the ways that we can encourage the gifts in others and bring real insight to each other. So I wanted to share a practice that I really love, and this is a practice. There's a lot of names for this practice. This practice is a practice of finding my center, remembering who I am, where I am, what I want to do today. And the first thing that I do is I ask, what is it that would best serve my day? This is a gift. This is one of the gifts that one of my mentors gave me, Arrien, gave me in my work with her. And so I continue to practice this. It can be called St. Patrick's breastplate. It can also be called the beauty way or the blessing way. But it's one of the ways that I focus myself. And so today I'm just wondering, like, how am I going to focus? What am I going to do to focus? And so when I can think about in my heart, and the heart is the organ of knowing, of deep knowing, in addition to the brain. And so I can ask my heart, what is it that would most help me today? And it's interesting, it's like focus. And so I can place those things all around me. And so how I do that is I say, focus to the left of me, focus to the right of me, focus behind me, and focus before me, focus below me, and focus above me, focus within me, and focus all around me. And then I can say focus within me, focus all around me. Or she used to say, you can just say your word and everywhere now. So focus everywhere now. And then that way it's behind us, it's where we come from, it's before us, It is all through our history and it is all into our future. And then above us, focus above us and all through the universe, or focus below us and all through the earth, and focus everywhere now. And so I think I'm going to go do that because that was super helpful. And I'm grateful that I could share this practice. And I'm curious about when you reflected and were thinking about what would best serve you today, what showed up for you, and then what's the impact? I'll share the same. Have a beautiful day. Happy Saturday.